My house is such a mess that I have to rely on something that I heard RV Deb say, that it's always a mess until it starts working. Well, let's hope that this starts working really soon. This is the fourth and last in a 4-part series about the HOA because, quite frankly, I gotta tell you something. My spirit is drained, okay? I almost started crying, but I didn't. My emotions are drained, and you know what? They're just distracting me from packing. Duh! I don't give a shit about unplugging my RV right now because it's beautiful warm outside. The only reason I had it plugged in was because it was cold and I needed some heat and to keep the refrigerator cold, but I don't have anything out there right now, so everything is good. I have to fix the propane on my refrigerator. It's not lighting. It's not kicking on. It works with the AC, when it's on the AC. I think that's what it means. When it's on the plugged into shore power, it works great. But when it switches to gas, it's just not coming on. And it's not the propane. There is propane in there, and it can't be the propane because when I turn the water heater on, that goes on. Yippee, because I have never turned it on before. And thank you again to Rufus and Doofus, Chico, who I said, oh my God, my water heater isn't turning on. And he says, well, keep trying it. Try it a couple times because there might be air in the lines. So I kept doing that, and damn it, the hell didn't it go on? Well, thank goodness, because you know what? I really kind of considered myself a lucky gal because I had never even checked that. When I bought this thing, it was me and my daughter. Me and my daughter walked in and we were like, this is pretty, we'll take it. And that's pretty much how I picked my RV, and I got really lucky. But I always say that you'll walk in when you're looking for something. You'll let me go like this so I can get my hands in there. When you're looking for something, you'll walk into it one day and you'll just know it. When I bought my first house, I looked for 2 years. 2 years. I'm not kidding. I went from brand new to okay, just barely new, you know. And then when I walked into this one that was a resale and it was older, I was just like, this is my house. This is my house. And I just knew it. Same thing with this house that I'm in now, and same thing with the RV. So you just kind of feel it, you know. And thank goodness, I've been very lucky. Some things have gone wrong, but there's nothing major that didn't work at all. Now, I would like to try the TV and the canopy, which I have never tried before. Am I saying that right? Is it the canopy or what? An awning! An awning! I'm sorry. Out here in the West, it's called an awning. Put out your awning. You want to put out your awning? No, I want to put out my awning. You know, it looks like a canopy. But canopies to some people like those little louvers. Let's get to the HOA, get over this, and move on so I can get on to happier things. I'm just doing this so that I could update you to let you know what's going on. See this? Yeah, I got a check for $30 from them. No explanation, no note, no, we're sorry, Shell, it was a mistake, nothing. So I think that to me, I'm tired. To me, when people are kind of guilty or, I don't know, maybe it's just that they don't want to admit that they were wrong. They're just above it. It's beneath them. It's beneath me to admit that I was wrong. Well, that's just wrong. So we'll let that go. I'm not even going to pursue that anymore because really, I can't be sad anymore. I can't be upset. Like I said, they got me to the point that I almost started crying, and I don't like that. And I don't cry out of, oh, poor me. I cry because I'm so frustrated that your face isn't right within the reach of my fingers that I could tear it up. That's how I get. I get frustrated that, come here, give me your ass. I want to kick it. That's the kind of crying that I do. Why aren't you here so I can kick your ass? That's the kind of upset that I get. Then I get this letter. Whoop. Now they sent me a second violation that says that the second violation is a supplemental to the first, okay? Now, supplemental means that it supplements, it adds to the first one, all right? Second one, they're saying that the troll called and said that my being plugged in was a nuisance. Okay? Now, if you look back on the president of the HOA board's letter to me, I'll put it here, you'll see that he says that, some of the things that he said in his claims were not true. Well, you know what? If you were in court, the judge would say, the fact that you lied about anything gives me cause for pause that anything you say is true. Okay? Now, first off, like I say, the HOA board, I don't know by what criteria they go to decide that, this is an actual nuisance to this neighbor. We've got to stop this behavior from going on. Is there a step-by-step procedure? Is there an itemized list of numbers by which they critique, okay, answer this question, this question, this question. Oh, you know what? All those things combine to make an actual nuisance. They're accusing me of being a nuisance, so it's their burden of proof to tell me why I'm a nuisance. When you read this supplemental, like I said, supplemental means it adds to the first one. Now, here's my theory behind that. If you have a poisonous cup of tea, a cup of poisoned tea, and you take some pure, unadulterated tea, and you pour it into there, pour the unadulterated tea into the poisonous tea. That does not make the poisonous tea pure and unadulterated. That makes the pure and unadulterated tea poisonous. Do you understand what I'm saying? So to take that supplemental and add it to the invalid claims in violation number 1 makes violation number 2 as invalid as violation number 1. Okay? So what you got now is just a bigger cup of poisonous tea. You get it? Poisonous tea, put in good tea. The good tea becomes poisonous. The poisonous tea does not become good tea. All right? I think that is a hell of a friggin' analogy, don't you? I came up with that like that. I wish I would have put on lipstick, but you know what? I just wanted to come and say hello, and I wanted to get this over with because I'm finally smiling again. All right, if you read also, it says that this may be a violation. Well, you know what? You can't arrest somebody on something that might be a crime and might not be a crime. To say that it may be a violation is equal to saying it may not be a violation. You cannot fine me for something that is not a violation. They made the claim. They have the burden of proof to make sure, first of all, it's a violation. Second off, you must prove to me that it is a nuisance. You can't just go by the operation of somebody's mind. This neighbor, who is my troll, has to bring proof to show that this is a nuisance, okay? Now, I don't know if he says, to the other neighbors. I don't know what he said because they didn't tell me, which is another thing. It's in violation of NRS 116, blah, blah, blah. I put it down here. They have to put down the specific violation. What they did was they showed me the CCNR and they showed me the remedy for the CCNR. Okay, the CCNR being Article 4, Sections E and H. Okay, those are the CCNRs. Those are the laws. Then they told me, you must. Once you tell me I must do something, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to do it. That's just the type of person I am, okay? That I must unplug the RV from the house or whatever, okay? You must tell me what the violation is. You told me the CCNR, that's the law. Now you told me the remedy. What is the violation of my plug being plugged into the house? You have to tell me that. So until you do that, your claim is invalid. Okay? That's my theory, and so far I have told them, I've written them about 116 whatever that says that they have to give me specific detailed information on what the violation is. Next, I'll write them and tell them all the other things about the poison tea and, supplemental, and that it may be a violation. Well, which means it may not be a violation, and in which case you can't find me for that. But the letter that I'm going to write to them is going to be a pre-ombudsman complaint letter. I'm going to write to them and say, look, you got to answer these things. And if you don't comply by rescinding this violation, then I'm sending this to the ombudsman and they're going to gauge. I'm also going to tell them that they're bullying me and they're harassing me and they're selectively enforcing against me and not other homeowners. Because when I had to call the police last year 2 times on Butzold because he threatened me, and then he nearly ran over me with his truck, and the police came and they chased him down. They're the ones who told me where he lived and what his name was and gave me his rap sheet. And when he would drive past my house at 5:30 in the morning, blaring his horn the length of the block, and I called the HOA and said that this is a nuisance, nobody helped me. They said that I got to call the cops, that they couldn't help me. Well, then you're selectively not enforcing in my favor as well. So I think that fits under that. A while ago, I had a run-in with the HOA. They penalized me on stuff. They took a bunch of shit from me and made me pay a whole bunch of fines. And when I had finally paid all those fines, then past that contractual agreement, they made more demands on me. They bullied me then. They said, well, we'll do this only if you paint your house, change your landscaping. I'm like, I did everything that you told me to do. You can't change the rules now and tell me now you also want this, because I've already met the demands that we agreed to in the contract. A judge agreed with me and awarded me $1,600 when I took them to court last time. Yes, took them to court once before, and I won, and they had to pay me. So, do you think there's any kind of retaliation going on here? And now, do you see why, when I see that our assessment money is being squandered, that we're paying $1,400 a month for a landscaper who doesn't come? I want to find out where that money is going to. You want to take me to task? Make sure you come into my kind of courtroom with clean hands, just like Judge Judy says, okay? Same thing with the party and the barbecues. So that's basically where I am, and I just rambled. I hope that it's all like a connection there, that it makes sense. And now here today, I get this letter from the lawyer, and it's a multi-page letter. I'm going to read it, although I'm sure that it's going to upset me. So I'll maybe have a glass of wine before I read it and relax a little bit and know that this is going to be the end, because I'm going to write them that letter and say, if you don't rescind this ridiculous violation that you supplemented to a poisonous violation to begin with, then I'm going to take this to the division and let them decide on whether you're bullying me and discriminating against me and selectively enforcing against me and selectively not enforcing for me. Okay? Man, I'll tell you what, last night when I got that email with this last violation, ooh, I was fit to be tied, really fit to be tied. So like I said, I'm almost done. And, whoa, wait 1 second. Gotta show you something. See this? This is the last one that I sent. This is the one that I sent to Performance Radiators. Sent it, return, receipt, requested. That was my demand letter that I sent to them. That's the last one that had to go out because, I didn't think of suing them until the DMV lady told me to. So they got their demand letter on the 5th, and they have not, can you believe that they haven't gotten back to me about just giving me my 21-month warranty? What the hell is wrong with these people? I haven't, anyway, it just boggles the mind. I would really like to be able to put up the video of me talking to Randy, but like I said, that would blow my cover. But I'll keep you posted on it, okay? But can we just get over with this? I just wanted to share the crap that I'm going with, that I'm a journalism major. I like investigative journalism, which means stuff like this, that I ferret out the truth. And let me tell you something, when you ask a question and they come back at you with like, oh, that's just so ridiculous. You want what? And they start getting in your face about stuff, that's when you know you're asking the right questions. Don't back down. They try to make you look and sound like an idiot and make you feel like an idiot. But that's when you're starting to get too close, and that's when they get scared. So that's when I know to just start Columboing them, you know, like, by the way, where were you on the night of July 3rd? Where did you get those bedroom slippers from? What did you say your dog's name was? I'm doing a really, really bad Peter Falk, but that's what I'm trying to say is that's what you do. You start getting in their face, you know? Like when I used to play chess, it would be like, okay, check. I'm not near checkmate, but just keep check. And eventually you're in a corner. Checkmate. You get what I'm saying? All right, kids, packing, and I am out of here February 29th or before. A change of route, I'm heading east. My daughter already has my bed made for me. I might stop in Louisiana and meet up with Patty Wagon for a couple days. Then it's up to Ohio to hang with my daughter, and then to Pennsylvania. Speak the truth, fear nothing. Ha ha. All right, I'll see you later. Just had an update. Let's get on with life, okay? Because this is just ridiculous. All right, thanks for being there with me. No big fanfare. Should we do a callback? Hello? Oh my God, he's so big now. Do you want to see Hello? Hang on. Do you see this? My God, look at him. He's a tree. Look, I look like, what's his name? Henry, what was that guy's name? I look like, what's his name? I'm laughing. Very interesting. But, you know, it also looks like the tree that Lucy and Ethel just kept, going back and forth from behind on the stage. You know, it just kept getting bigger and bigger every time that they went by. Look at this guy. He's huge and thick and healthy. And look at this. I burned myself one day. And Aloe came to my rescue. He was my first responder that day. Hello. I'm going to put you down now. He's going to go to sleep. Okay? Good night, Gracie. Get the hell out of here! Thanks for sticking by me with this, kids. Oh, whoa.